Yo, what's up guys, Squilly here back with another gameplay commentary for you. This time it's going to be a quick FIFA 13 squad builder, so let's jump straight into the video and hopefully we'll get this right. So, what's up guys, like I said, as you can see, this is it's mainly a transferred players team, which has either joined the early on in the season or in the January window, bar a few, such as Valencia and maybe some on the bench really. But we'll just quickly run through the squad, guys. I'm not going to make this a long video. I kind of rambled on for the last one, so we'll jump straight in here. First of all, we have the newest goalkeeper to the Premier League, and probably the best goalkeeper to the Premier League is Hugo Lloris, 86 overall. An absolute monster in the goal, guys. His reflexes are really good. I did have one instance though in one game where I got them EA'd and got fucked over really, which that's as much as we can do. One of the French Revolution of Newcastle is Matthew Debuchy, I think that's 79 overall. Not a bad right back guy, pretty consistent, does his job. I wouldn't recommend him over some right backs in the league, but what can you do really? Next we have, hopefully I pronounce this right, it's Mapu Yanga Mbiwa. I believe this guy is an absolute monster. He is such a good player. I just can't, words cannot describe how good I believe this player is. He's really, really good, guys. Then signed for Tottenham for the beginning of the season was Jan Vertonghen. Not so bad centre back. He does his job. He's obviously better centre backs in company and David Luiz really, obviously OP, but he ain't a bad centre back, guys. I'd recommend him if you're doing a cheap squad. Then the new Arsenal left back, Nacho Monreal as they call him. Pretty good pace there, guys. Not a bad player at all. Fairly cheap. I'd recommend him to anyone who's making a non-rare team or even an Arsenal team. Obviously it's Kieran Gibbs that is statistically faster, but it doesn't really matter too much, I don't believe, guys. So that with a centre mid, first of all we'll go with Big Moussa Sissoko, an absolute inspired signing for Newcastle, part of the French Revolution. This guy's an absolute monster. I haven't managed to get my hands on his inform card yet, but I hopefully will do in the near future. But this guy's stats and how he plays, guys, are absolutely unreal. I highly recommend him for anybody. Centre mid, we have Lewis Holtby from Tottenham, signed in January with 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, guys. He's probably one of my favourite players to play with on seasons mode. I really like it. I really like playing as a Tottenham squad. They have some good players, and Holtby's mainly the star man, not Gareth Bale for me in that team. Holtby is such a consistently good player. He bagged about 5 goals in one game for me in there. He does rather well with those skills. And I managed to pick my hands up for 24,000 coins for the inform Jonathan de Guzman. An absolute monster, guys. His long shots are amazing. His 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, which is sweet. Free kick specialist. Put him anywhere within 50 yards. It's pretty much in back at net, guys. I highly recommend him for anybody to use, really. Right forward, probably one of the only non-transferred players is Antonio Valencia. 4-star skills, 2-star weak foot. Gotta love that sweaty pace, OP-ness. I was struggling to find the right forward to put in there. So if you guys have any suggestions, but I thought I'd just stick with Valencia because he's a pretty good player on this game. Like I said, he's pretty OP with his pace. He's got good strength as well, I believe. So I'd recommend him really. Transferred to Liverpool this season as Osama Asaidi, 5-star skills with 4-star weak foot, 89 pace, or 8, I think that is. I'm not too sure. I can't really. It's on a small screen, guys, so I can't really tell. Very good player. I'd highly recommend him for anybody. Those skill moves up there. He just dominates the game. He's a hell of a player. And then we have the transferred version of Daniel Sturridge to Liverpool. Absolute monster, guys. I highly recommend him. It's a toss-up between him and Remy, and I pick Daniel Sturridge if anything. He just plays better for me, guys. I highly recommend him. We'll quickly go through my bench. We won't bother too much about the reserves. Ebi Emanuelson signed on loan from AC Milan, I believe, to Fulham. Pretty good cam at 86 pace, not a bad player whatsoever. The legend himself, Loic Remy, to Marseille, from Marseille to QPR, good player. Vernon Anita signed from Ajax to Newcastle at the beginning of the season. Haven't really seen too much about him, so we'll soon see. Mangane signed for Sunderland in this window, I believe. Not a bad player either. He's got good heading and good defending stats. He's just a bit slow, that's all. We'll go back to that guy. David De Gea, non-transferred player. I just needed a spare keeper to chuck in there. And then Esteban Granero, good player for QPR again, centre mid. Gets the job done. I don't know if he's quite on loan at this point, or I am too sure, guys. You just have to let me know in the comments below. And this guy, Espinoza, 5-star weak foot, 3-star skills, centre forward. I have no clue who he is, guys. I saw his stats. I picked him up, and he's been a decent player, really. I know I haven't got a centre forward on there, but I normally just bring him on in a centre mid position or striker. But he's a hell of a player, guys. I highly recommend him. So this is pretty much my transferred players team near enough. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. This has been TBR Squilly, and I'm out.